Hey, what's going on, folks? It's DeSauce here, bringing you a brand new boss guide video for Nioh. We're going to be covering one of the final bosses of Nioh today, Nobunaga Oda. It's about to go down. I cannot stress how difficult this fight was. I did beat it on my second attempt, but the boss shows up in a submission later on, and it's absolutely insane. I think I just got kind of lucky with my second attempt. But without further ado, let's go ahead and start talking about this boss's abilities. So the number one mechanic to this fight is actually the Peacock. The Peacock Spirit Guardian that he utilizes is going to allow him to change into different weapon stances and different abilities that he's going to be using. Each ability is unique and very, very deadly. First, we'll go ahead and talk about Wind. This ability right here that you see, it's a multi-slash wind attack, and usually if you get hit by it, you're going to have the wind status debuff put on you immediately. The next element that we'll talk about is the Fire, which you see here. This move that the boss does here is quite standard for pretty much all of his weapon stances. He has a double charge, and he casts it in almost all of his forms. This aerial drop, however, is unique to his fire stance. This is extremely deadly. The best thing that you can do is, once you see him teleport to the sky with fire, just immediately give yourself a 1 second time delay and then roll. Next, we'll go ahead and talk about Earth, which is what the boss is using now. He has sort of this double overhead slash that I found was only in this moveset. The other are these gravity pools that he's put down. If you walk through one, it'll cause a gigantic explosion and then launch the player into the air. Next is going to be his lightning. With the lightning, I only found that the thing that you really want to look out for is the consistent electricity, which I die to. It's not completely devastating, as it doesn't seem to actually stun the player, but it is something you want to avoid. My recommendation is to sprint, as there will always be 3 strikes, so once you've seen the 3rd strike go off, you can go ahead and start working on the boss again. That about wraps it up for abilities. I never saw the boss cast anything with water base, so I don't think you'll have to worry about that. I wouldn't recommend blocking any of this boss's attacks, as he has those elemental effects, so even if you do block the attack, you'll prevent yourself from taking the blunt melee, but you're going to eat some of that elemental damage as well, so you're going to want to use Sacred Water to be able to manage your Kai better. I personally recommend going with either the Wind Talisman or a Earth Talisman, as long with the Ninjutsu Pill, the Power Pill, sorry. And definitely you're going to want to take a lot of Sacred Water with you. This fight is very, very stamina consuming. A bit of a side note, I'm not sure if it's on a timer or if it's just when the boss's health reaches a certain percentage, but at about the 30% HP mark, the fight ends. So you don't have to get them all the way down, but you have to get them to about the 30% mark. At least that was my experience in my attempt. Also, don't forget, if you haven't picked it up, you really should. The Slowing Talisman from the Omni Magic is very, very useful, as this boss will teleport and kind of dash around the room quite a bit. And that about wraps it up for this video. As always, folks, if you found the content to be useful, please do feel free to drop a like and also click on the little sauce at the end. That way you can stay up to date with my latest videos. And until our next boss guide, guys, thanks for watching. Stay saucy.